Well, good evening, all. Ira Epstein, and here we are with your metal market wrap-up, and this wrap-up is for the evening, as we're here now on Wednesday, the 9th of October, 2024, just after 4 p.m. I'm very early today. You can see the gold down $9, silver up about 7 cents, but copper got smashed again, down to another 570, and platinum was down, but off the lows on the gold and the silver. Stock market, record highs being set in the S&P, the Dow, market just taking off. Dollar strong, most currencies down sharply against the dollar. Not through with that. Bonds and notes keep adding. So interest rates climbing, which normally has been a headwind for the stock market, not now. Now it doesn't care. It's just on its way up at this point in time. Earnings season really hasn't kicked off much at this point. We are looking at the Fed minutes that came out, and most of the members, a majority, wanted to go with 50 basis points. There were a number there that wanted 25. There was a dissent in that. And they were all, as a group, concerned about labor. And now what are they going to be concerned about? Because at this point in time, the labor market's turned friendly on them. So it'll be interesting what happens at the November meeting. Tomorrow, we're going to get another set of numbers. We're going to get the September Consumer Price Index, and that's coming out at 7:30. We're looking for the headline and the core number to both be down to about 0.2%, about a tenth lower than they were at the last month's report. Jobless claims come out at 7:30 for the week, and we're expecting 230,000, up about 5,000 from the prior week. So nothing earth-settling there. We get PPI coming out on Friday. But once again, the weight of a stronger dollar, the weight of stronger interest rates going up, weighing on the gold market. So let's go back here and take a look at gold. Right now at this point, gold is down 1.5% for the week. It could afford to fall on a closing basis all the way to 24.75. And no, I'm not saying it's going to, but it can afford to. When we take a look at what the market's doing here, you've entered a downtrend status of lower highs, lower lows. Now, this is so strange. This is what I thought was going to happen about 3 weeks ago when the September month was going to be a down month. I was hoping it would be for the gold and the silver. Instead, it's turning out to be right in this time frame. Everything seems to have moved over a couple of weeks. That's something I can't get away from noticing. This is the first moves that you've had, 2 of them now, where you're under the 18-day average of closes. So the trend is down, the bias is down. Near-term support comes in at 25.89.5, the lower Bollinger Band, with the resistance at 26.51.80. Momentum, which told the story of this market, when it lost its embedded reading, it headed down, and it's still, in fact, doing that. And you might be going to that number. The gold-silver ratio flip-flopped, that when you got over the 18-day average of closes, now the market's up here at 85.62 ounces. So gold is flip-flopped to being stronger than the silver market. And you see that, and that silver is down now to the 100-day average in green, the lower Bollinger Band, momentum pointing down. It's like you pulled the plug on these markets, and all of a sudden, whoosh, they went to the downside. You see that in copper. And in copper, what has taken place is today, the Chinese government has come out and they said, hold on, folks. Yesterday's planning commission speech didn't go so well. So Saturday morning, we're going to come out and announce another form of the stimulus. Now, will they be able to correct the snafu that happened yesterday? I can't answer. But they just pulled the plug on the stock market, people's sentiment towards the market. This copper market's gone from 480 and now with today's action to 437. So you have come down really hard, 43 cents, which is roughly 10% in no time at all. And in the platinum market, the same thing happened here. So the metal markets had the rug pulled out from under them. At first, we were told, and very good before the Dragon Week holiday, stimulus, stimulus, stimulus. And yesterday was more of the old Chinese. We're going to do things. It'll be sometime next year. Just be patient and wait on us. You can see how the market reaction was with all that. The market's not willing to wait on them. When we come to the dollar, I'm a chartist, and as a chartist, you are now entering really a restrictive area here. You got big resistance, upper Bollinger Band, the green line, the 100, and gray line, 200 day. Doesn't mean it can't go higher. This is where I expect the pros to take money off the table, though. This market has come from under the 100 level and has regained almost 250 points or so. It's unbelievable. In no time at all. That's why the gold market is pulled back in the other metal markets as well. Now, for those of you that like these indicators, you can get them if you have TradingView. All you need to do is go to our website at iraepstein.com in the customer section. You'll see it on the top right. Everything's there in this suite that we put together, the swing lines, all the moving averages that I use. Then you're going to be able to get to the Bollinger Bands. We'll put them in there. We've also put in there window envelopes, and you get the numbers for those from our website. Last but not least, the slow stochastics with the formula that I use. And then I did something I don't even do on our regular charting software. I highlight outside days because they're so important, and you can take those off. You can turn it off where it doesn't do that. That's up to you to play with the suite. This works with all my different programs and what I teach in my courses. It only takes up 2 slots on your TradingView. And again, you get it by going to iraepstein.com, and you go up in the top right and you'll see client resources. What you need to do if you want to get there is you can move your cursor up here and it'll take you right there. I'm Ira. Have yourself a great evening. I'll catch up with you in the morning.